Hello, everyone. In this episode, we'll talk about the LangChain agents, the search methods, and in the introduction, we already did the internet search, but here we will use the retrieval augmented generation, the RAG tools, and how it's going to be used. So let me share the code, the search tool. Okay. So, so we'll first do the simple setting of the same set of user called OpenAI, and then get the access to the key. Um, and the secret key, of course, is here, but you're just using the alias for that to give access. Okay, and I'm granting access. Okay, so in the search and retrieval. So previous notebook had like calculator and use internet and all this. And for finance applications, typically um, the foundational models are maybe every 3 to 6 months updated. So in between, there's a lag in information. So the information that we ask may not be, but the LLM has a cutoff date of the information. So the information may be stale. So we use the web search tool. But also, like firms hold internal data, like you can think of McKinsey has its own consulting data and all this, which is a privacy concern. And there we basically rely on RAG to get the search over the data and augment in the LLM. So the web search tool, again, using responses API. Um, it's what we do. So here it is. We have done this before. So macro data, market prices, lots of things can be done. But also for private data, like internally for the company, it could be the RAG could be useful. So if you think of the Samantha Dole portfolio manager, then score each chunk by keyword overlap of some of the CVs of the personnel data, and then return the top K chunks. I mean, you could use here for simplicity, I just use the top K chunks, but you could also do the embedding methods during ChromaDB database and all this. Anyway, so using the chunks and then synthesize the answer. So that's what we do. So here we have a bio retriever and web search preview to combine them. So let's first um, get the client response create. What is the current user's federal funds rate in the range and include the date last change. So this is like um, just calling the client one shot. Okay, and it can give something. Okay. So here is actually like the calculator that we developed earlier, finance calculator, and then here's the web search preview, and then web and calc is basically the web search and the calculator and the tool registry, and then we can run the agent that we had before using that tool registry. Okay, and now we can have both. And then if you ask what's the current value of Dow Jones Industrial Average, return the numeric value. So the numeric value is basically called via the calculator. And you can see that as of March 30th, so it did a search through the web and get this, okay? Web search for market moving news. So here, so the tool is web search tool. What are the key outcomes for recent federal FOMC meeting? And 3 bullet points. And it can get some through this, through the web search preview. So that one-shot call works. Uh, which central bank raised interest rates most recently among G7 nations? Now here you're running the full agent here. And here basically, um, we use the web tool and give more extensive answers with the source. Okay. So here, the f of the press conference was March 18th, for example, because it was relying on LLM. But here, we are basically uh, using more up-to-date information. Okay. So now with the RAG, so here are some fake resumes. For example, here, this is, uh, let's see. So those are all some of fake resumes, okay, just for exercise purposes. And then we chunk it, and then we have done this in the reg, but we have a query with the nearest k chunks that are closest. So there are 627 chunks across 5 documents. And here Samantha Toil, basically here, the closest chunk that gets pulled out, and K being 2, so the 2 closest chunks are here. So here is a bio tool, the basically bio retriever, and it basically use this here through this rag, um, the bio tool, and then combining the web search and the bio tool here, web and bio. So we do the bio tool and the web search review, and then run agent with retrieval. So it's the similar thing, but we actually have the web and rag here. And then we are asking what are the current job prospects for farm on the Doyle. So it needs to actually go to the bio data, the rag, and then go fetch it, but also the market outlook. So basically has to go to the web and see what the market condition is for the labor market. So it goes the tool called a bioretriever, and then it gives something like this. So it knows who that person is, what it does. So it does the bio, and then look at the current market condition in the labor market, and gives a whole bunch of uh, assessment on the market condition. All right. So this is showing you how to use some RAG combined with the web search. Okay. Thank you for watching this episode.